your host, Bam VFX. This is Bam VFX. Thank you for checking out my video. If you feel so inclined, go on over, follow the link down below. You can read along and examine the pictures as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoy, and we'll see you at the end of the video. Anyone who has ever said humans have never walked with dinosaurs has never been to the Florida Everglades. Spring of 2019, we took a day drive down the Tamiami Trail. We started down some backcountry roads north of the trail, and to our surprise was greeted by the sweet smell of spring. I'm used to the septic smells of Louisiana bayous or the man-made summer swamps of New Jersey. The mornings are still cool, and as the sun came up, the woodland critters began to wake up and the night shift was bedding down. Almost as soon as we drove into the bush, opportunity presented itself with a hawk and a few feet from the Jeep trail. I got this awesome photo. Apparently I was unprepared, so I done did it again. Every time I go out, I forget about the last time I used my camera, and then tell myself, always do some calibration shots. As soon as I noticed that the photo was black, I noticed my coffee thermos also failed all over my father's Jeep floorboard. After about 5 minutes of cleaning coffee and self-loathing, we were back on the trail. I was still stewing in my juices. I stopped my train of thought, took a couple of deep breaths, and at that moment, the universe threw me a second chance. As we drove, an owl flew next to us and perched on a branch. I called to stop the Jeep again, probably only 100 feet from the coffee cleanup. I got out and sneaked in for the shot. Now, usually about this time, the subject is onto my presents and leaves. But this owl must have had a wild night. I was puzzled that it was even out. However, I understood. It got me thinking about the phrase night owl. I'm a night owl. Is an owl who enjoys walking on the wild side a day owl? To my surprise, our owl friend was indifferent to what we were doing. Guess it was a night owl because it seemed ready to just go to sleep. It buried its face to get some shut-eye. Knowing my last shots were not in focus, I had to let out a little caw caw tookie tookie. Then I got the shot I was looking for. Down the way, the road was blocked off. About 2 miles down there is an abandoned hotel. Time didn't permit a 2-mile hike, but the mutt and I will be coming back for a solo mission soon. I was able to capture a couple of minutes of Everglades audio and look forward to exploring this trail. I want to get down there before the bugs become unbearable. By the time we got out of the woods, it was time for the cold-blooded beast to warm in the sun. Next up, the backwater canals in hopes to spot some gators. Now, I'm a seasoned Florida resident. I know the springtime, they never disappoint. Being cold-blooded, they have to sun themselves before feeding. They like to sleep in about 10 a.m. They drag themselves out in bed and struggle to find motivation. They must be night owls too. First stop, H.P. Williams Roadside Park. This park is your best chance to see alligators outside of a gator ranch or zoo. There is a nice boardwalk where you can view them in relative safety. However, the tourists are unpredictable and it's best to avoid eye contact. Certain travelers feed the gators because they will swim right up to the water's edge. This fella came up to me looking for some KFC. I got some great shots to calibrate my camera for later candid opportunities. Plus some assets for digital painting and some awesome overlays for digital design and other creative pursuits. As at this time, a diva showed up. We will just call her Paris. I was mesmerized by her body language, skin tones, and carefree attitude. She drew me in and I could not look away. Afterwards, I felt dirty due to the amount of images I viewed of Paris. I eventually lost interest and she became lame. So we drove up the road a bit to some spots I know. This is when we spotted this little one, Sunny. It was chased off by the boss. I went back and zoomed in to find it's just fishing line blowing in the wind. Our boss stole somebody's catch. Then in the sidebar of my nature feed, I seen Paris come back in my recommended viewing. And now I had a double feature. Thank you for your attention. Support my creativity by subscribing to the YouTubes, following the Instagrams, and all that social stuff. Likes and shares really help. They are greatly appreciated, and I dream to improve my content. BAM VFX offers art, photography, and design. Considering purchasing art prints, merchandise, downloads, and donations to grow that dream. Be excellent and be blessed. And if you're watching on YouTube, head on over to bamvfx.com where you can read along and catch up on other stuff that I'm working on. Once again, thank you. Have a good